Hey guys, Tales of Turam here. It's been a little bit of time. Well, I recorded those other videos a while ago that I've posted and just never got to posting them. So a lot of the stuff that you've seen on the channel so far has been, maybe in the last 2 months, has been recorded in the last 6 or so. Stuff's happened, and a lot of my campaigns did not want to, I felt I didn't need to record them, and they don't want to be recorded at the moment. So yeah, I'm going to be posting videos of whatever I record here for the games. At the moment, the main party of my game, who is it? It would be, I believe, the Fafnir game. I am running a game in Fafnir, the Land of Dragons, where the Great Lich is currently in power. They did not want to be recorded, and I was going to start recording the Champions of Durath game, which I promised would be Ryan Farrow and his old party members reuniting to do stuff in not Fafnir, in Durath, but things happened, and they couldn't seem to get time to do it. We're still trying to figure out a day we could do that stuff. Anyways, I'm here today with I don't think you've ever met him on the channel because I think I made this 2 years ago, so he wouldn't be here. Mord, if you'd like to say hi.
Yo.
He is Eelspawn. He played in one or two of my games before, but none that I've ever recorded. This is going to be a new world that he's played in because I didn't used to play in Turam. If you'd like to we'll introduce your character in a little bit. But yeah, we're doing a solo campaign, solo sessions, maybe with him, of course, taking place in Durath. But yeah, that's really all that you need to know. So we're going to hop on into it. So, as we descend upon the world of Turam, what we see is this gigantic orb, a ball, which is the planet of Turam. Most of its body, about 80% of it, is covered in a dense fog known as the fog wall, which is almost impossible to traverse for anybody. And those who do, whenever they go into it, some come back out thousands of years later, some come back out a day later, and they seem much older, or even some just disappear entirely. Many of them, many of these such cases, have written about venturing to new islands, continents, people of cultures that are similar in ways or very different in ways, but varied, that seem to exist within did I say moss? I meant fog wall. Geesh. Mist, fog, not moss. But it seems to be a perplexing piece of lore that no one knows why or when it came to existence. In the main map of Turam that we can see, we find ourselves coasting. Actually, let me get some music starter for this. Let me /play. Boom. No inputs, just play. No. Slash. Okay, I'm gonna need to look up the commands here. Where is it? Pause, play. Playlist.
I wish I could aid you, but alas, I have not the knowledge.
Let's see, I think I just /play /continue /pause maybe, then we turn it off. Nope. Continue, no. Start. No. Damn. How do I do this? Sorry guys watching, this is kind of stupid. Let's see. Bot we don't usually use here. We're using LunaBot. I know we played it once or twice. Where is it? We'll just re-put the link in. Okay. Is it starting? No. Okay, I think I do it up here. Give me 1 second. There we go. So, as we descend to the planet, we see many different pieces, mountains, large trees spiking, and different pieces of topography above the atmosphere of the real world. A tree that sways in an ever-present astral wind. A mountain that succumbs to the chilled climates beyond the top of the world. As well as a few floating islands that seem to follow a direct path. We come down to the northeasternmost points on the map that is currently available to us, not beyond the fog wall. Where we see, once again, as we've seen many tales before, a land of sand, blood, and steel. And actually, let me pull up the introduction for you, Mord, because I've never read it to you.
You have not. I'm excited to hear about it.
I'm just waiting to, allow me to open it. No. Durath, I think it is. Turam intros, there we go. It's on my computer. Alright. As we come to this land of sands, this is Durath, the ancestral homeland of all humans that reside within Turam. A continent of scorching sands and deadly creatures laid bare before us, littered with relics of many ages long past and forgotten. As the sands burn with promise and heat, so too do the hearts and souls of its inhabitants, whom do not merely survive this desolate landscape, but conquer it and turn it their own. The people of Durath are known for their warrior-like spirits and their pronounced culture and cultures. They are seen as a prideful people, to the point where it can become their downfall, if not kept in check. Many regale the legendary tales and epics of the heroes of Durath, as well as the great warriors and generals who carved their path through the dry dunes to their immortality through stories told with songs or dance. Since the end of the Second God Wars, nearing 330,000 years ago, Durath has seen the rise and fall of many empires and civilizations. It has seen many victors and many more defeated, having seen many crusades and eras of blood and sand. The land of Durath is filled with many... Oh, sorry. There's an S there. The lands of Durath are filled with many cities of previous kingdoms, absorbed into the current empire, the Grand Durathian Empire, who have given control of them to govern their own lands. As such, not all of these cities or city-states carry the same laws, but some have very similar codes of conduct and run upon a caste-based system. One that sees the rich remain in power, while those born of low blood and poor rarely have a say in what happens. This system leads to many of the nobility becoming demons or devils in human form, committing atrocities while not being punished. However, that is not to say that there are no good nobles within the empire who wish to see its prosperity, whether they be of noble birth or have worked their way up from nothing. Those that brave these harsh lands are the warriors who wish to see their names written in history, the merchants who wish to make an abundant profit by selling what they can, by selling what cannot be bought within these sands, and also working alongside the famous Craywing Alliance, or the performers who seek new culture and stories to spin in their own little ways. No matter what brings a person to these lands, whether it be by birth or by choice, one thing is for sure in these lands: nothing is assured to anyone, and fortune favors the bold. As we descend upon the beautiful landscape of Durath, with its many shifting and differentiating regions, its political intrigue and strife at the moment, the land of ancestral humans, we descend, not in our normal space of Riverton and the abundant desert, not even in the Dunic or Cania regions, which we've seen faintly, but we descend upon the western coast of Durath, on a cart, as we see these spiraling landscapes. And let me pull it up actually here for the regions of Durath, because I almost... Where's the regions? Shit. 1 second. That's in lore, I believe, right? Yeah. Lore, threads, regions of Durath. As we descend to one of the westernmost regions of Durath, we see Allard, the western region of Durath, known for its rocky desert. Wait, hold on, what the fuck? Allard, also known as the Western Durath. It is the rocky deserts on the. Why did I say the eastern side of Durath? What the hell? On the western side of Durath, known for its many port and fishing cities. It is known for its many cliffside paths overlooking the ocean and its beautiful scenic views. Allard, though, not the largest area in Durath, holds a very large amount of land. And its sailors... wait, hold up, what the fuck? Holds a very large amount of land. Allard, though not the largest area of Durath, holds a very large amount of its sailors, as well as its top two in both, as well as, I don't know why I'm stuttering here so much, as well as is the top two in both its natural beauty and seafaring trade amongst all of the areas of the empire itself. It is also known for its many different varieties of food, and though not home to the most prominent port city, as that would be Riverton, it still has prominent ones. The area of Allard stretches from the southwestern tip of Durath past the Bredy mountain ranges, up to the western coast. Let me just check if that's correct. I might have fucked up with writing this whole thing and just copy and pasted it. Let's see. I believe it's to the... No, it's the eastern. I'm stupid.
Yeah, it says eastern on here.
Yeah, I might have did some stuff though, so that's why I'm trying to look at it. It's a good thing I'm reading these now so I can get those changed. Where is it? Regions of Durath, right? That's where we're at? Yeah, okay. Where was I? Shit, I just lost it.
The environment.
Okay. Well, hold on. The area of Allard stretches from the southwestern tip of Durath past the Bredy mountain ranges, up to the eastern coast, to the scorching savannas and the Kenya region of Durath. It borders the area of Dunek, Jaggers, and the Rayan regions as well. The environment, the landscape of... I copy and pasted it there, don't you? It says Kenya. The landscape of Allard is filled with rocky desert and grass that gives way to bluffs, cliffs, and caves overlooking small plains of dry grass and reeds that provide shelter to the many types of wildlife in this region, as well as bushes and trees. It also houses long rivers. The entire area borders an ocean. Well, the entire western area of it borders an ocean. The region seems to be filled with materials such as clay, limestone, and iron. The most famous natural landmark of this region would be the Bredy Mountains, which are large mountains that split the southwestern tip from the rest of Durath, with nigh impassable mountains requiring you to travel to them by sea, or traverse them by sea. The weather within this region of Durath is beautiful, as 9 months of the year is sunny and clear, while the other 3 months are not. And due to most cities being on the sea, the temperatures stay a pretty average due to the sea breeze. This region changes in height, but stays mostly near sea level, though offers no protection really against the sandstorms blowing in from the Dunek region, or from many of its dangerous large animals walking into it. Due to its lush landscape, cooler climate, and more abundant fresh water, which are the rivers, there are a higher amount of wildlife species within this region of Durath than most of the other regions, excluding Kenya. The wildlife of this region can be very hostile and will nest around cities even. Traveling near cities, you may find desert wolf dens or small desert beetles, though once in a while you will find a stray desert whale, a mummy, or even a large bird may fly into the surrounding areas. or maybe even, on occasion, the occasional bandit or ruffian. Most of the wildlife in this area is in the sea, however, as you can see. You may come across sharks, eels, or even larger creatures such as a whale or the occasional deep-sea serpent that comes close to shore. The major cities and landmarks of this area include, but are not limited to, the Borenton Dutchy, which is a large amount of land that watches over most of the land on the northern side of the impassable mountains. Bredy, a city on the foots of the mountains to its southern side, the Bredy Mountain Range. The Mithril Docks, a prosperous port city to the northernmost reaches of the area that is second in trade to Riverton, known for its mines as well, which provide a lot of mithril, and within recent years has begun to build up from simply being a small dock city to becoming an actual city proper, before recent attacks have caused that to halt in its tracks. The Bredy Mountains, as already stated, a set of impassable mountains that split the area not into, but very little, almost impossible to traverse. These mountains are the highest point in Durath in general, and seem to jut out of the ground as if some large spires caused by some cataclysmic event. Damn, I cannot read today. And of course, the ruins of Triel. The ruins of a port city destroyed years ago by the Dutchy due to his traitorous plots against the Empire that saw the Dutchy rise into prominence. Within this rocky desert, within these rolling lands of vegetation, we see on a seaside cliff a small road, as we begin to hear as a small camel-drawn carriage begins to topple its way down these streets, this rough road, not paved. As it begins to pass a large area, a large ruined city down by the beaches that exist to their west, it seems to be heading southwards. As we zoom in, the carriage driver's looking around with a single individual sitting next to him on the front of the carriage, holding a sword in his hand, looking around, his cloak furling in the wind. At the moment, though the average weather of this district does appear to be sunny, it seems there's a rare occurrence happening right now, as heavy winds from the sea breeze, as well as just the wind itself, begin to batter both the cart and its people. Not just now, but it's been battering them for quite some time, it seems, as they seem quite annoyed. And rain is beginning to drip from the overcast skies. This somber scene is yet beautiful looking over the coast. As we begin to push in to the carriage, we see a few people huddled up, a few people drifted off to the side, a bunch of carriage. Well, carriage? What the fuck? A bunch of luggage. That is what I meant to say. Shit, I keep just messing up my words today. A bunch of luggage. Individuals that look rough, individuals that look sallow. Strange individuals, mostly human, a few, maybe one or two genasi that can be seen. And we see another. It seems to be sitting in the far back of the carriage, right next to the curtains that pull closed, as they look out towards the landscape around them and pull the curtains closed once more as they blow in the wind a little bit. Mord, describe your character.
All right. So he's sort of, I'd say 23, 24 years old, young, I guess tan-skinned individual. He's wearing a cloak to kind of cover up a good portion of his body, despite the, warmer weather. Sort of.
So right now, though, yeah, it does have a bit of warmer weather. Right now, it would be pretty cool today. Continue.
Oh, cool. Okay, my apologies.
Well, normally it's warm.
Desert.
Yeah,
I was thinking desert.
yeah, think of like edge of desert, like some lots of vegetation growing, hills, rolling hills,
Oh,
but
so
like
then
occasional rocky
tropical.
desert bits. Yeah.
Okay, so nothing
Yeah,
too hot.
not
Okay,
like a
so
lot of fucking trees, but there are the occasional tree. There's heavy bluffs and whatnot. There's not a lot of like scape for you to block out the sun.
gotcha. All right, so just wearing a black cloak, darker skinned individual, um, and there is definitely like a bulge underneath his cloak, underneath his arm, sort of close to the side, is shaped like a basically a book. That would be his spell book. And on to the left of him, there would be another bulge underneath the cloak. This one's an orb of some kind. And right now, he is sort of peeking in and out of the back, just carefully looking to see if anyone or something may or may not be following.
Okay, make me a perception check, please.
Right. Give me one sec.
If anybody watching, you could tell that I haven't recorded something in a while. I'm rusty right now.
Okay.
I think it's been about 2 months since I did any actual recordings that I've used.
There we go, rolls. Alright, wisdom.
So as you sit there searching for anybody that may be following.
Okay. I have a +2. Sweet. Hey, bada bada. Nat 1.
Not one.
First of the game.
You look out and you see like the seaside ruins, which you know is the Triel ruins. They may be of interest to you soon, but you're just trying to run at the moment and find yourself a bit of safety and sanctuary. So you pull the door closed. You do see the two camels that follow the cart with the other two guards on them. You see these long silk wearing guards that seem to have the silks wrapped around their head, almost in this not shawl but like scarf like bit. Like when you think of a desert bandit kind of garb, think of that. But they're a little bit
Gotcha.
more prominent and not like robbing you. They're not bandits. They seem to have scimitars on their sides as well as like hand crossbows as well. And as the rain is starting to hit them, you can see them like taking a few extra like silks and whatnot and covering their bodies a bit. They don't seem to like this weather.
I want to reach my hand out of the cart to feel the raindrops hitting it.
Alright. As you reach your hand out, a single drop hits you in the center of the palm and begins to glisten off and fall off your palm. The water, make me a perception check.
Dirty 20.
The water is strangely warm to the touch. You would think that rain would be cold, but then you start to remember you're in a desert region, or maybe that's the reason. You're not sure if anyone's following you. You're not. This doesn't seem like a common occurrence in these parts, from what you remember.
Okay. Currently, is it easy to see everyone in the cart, or is it kind of dark because of the?
Oh, it's dark. There's no
everything?
hanging lantern or anything. It's just a basic it's a basic cart with some wooden scaffolding on the sides to create walls, and then canvas stretched over the top.
Gotcha. Would I be able to use prestidigitation to light a small flame on my finger to kind of look around the cart to see who else might be in there, if they are awake or not?
Sure, yeah. As you look around, as I said, there's a few humans here. There's maybe an Earth Genasi or two. Make me a general investigation check.
Okay, intelligence. Let's go. 22.
22. As you look around and maybe pull the guy that's sitting next to you, his hood back a little bit to check him and everything. You're sure you haven't seen any of these individuals before you got into his cart, of course. If that's what you're worried about. But what are you trying to figure out?
I'm just trying to see if anyone would catch my eye, or if anyone might be inquisitive of who I am. I know I'm lighting a light in a dark room, so that's obviously going to draw some attention.
Yeah,
but...
a few people do look at you, but you do see one of the kids is looking at there's a kid in this cart, a human a child, a little girl who like has these pigtails. She looks and goes, "Wow!" And she like points, and her mother like takes her hand and like pushes her away and goes, "It's not nice to point, Jezebel."
As this happens, I'm going to look at little girl, kind of surprised, and look back at my thumb with fire. Would I be able to shape the flames into that of a bird and have it, flap its wings?
Sure, make me a performance check. Or actually, I'll say this: roll
Performance.
me a spellcasting check. So, how I do spellcasting checks is you basically just roll your attack bonus.
Okay, so proficiency
Because you're
bonus would be.
proficient in your spellcasting.
All right. So that would be a 2 plus 3. My spellcasting modifier would be a 24.
What?
I got a 24, 19 plus 5?
Okay. You said your modifier was 24. I was confused.
No, 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 God, no.
So, as you create this small burn, it starts to flap, and you like pull your hand out a little bit, and the girl looks at it. She's like, "Whoa!" And like she pulls her thumb out, looks at it, focuses. Doesn't work, and then like she goes to touch the fire.
All right. As she does, instead of it being actual flame, could I have it be, uh, like a image of a flame that's also giving off light, so
Not
it doesn't burn the girl?
really. Not really.
Okay.
Yeah.
So in that case, I'm going
You're
to.
stretching with prestidigitation as you are right now, just so you're aware.
That's fair. I apologize.
Yeah.
I'm going to snuff out the flame. Oh, actually, I'm not snuffing. I'll pull my hand back, and I'm going to shake my hand, and it's sort of like a do not touch gesture, like be careful, don't touch it. And then I'm going to kind of pull my thumb back to my hand, to like a fist, and just after that, snuff out the light.
Okay.
Do I have any idea of how long it's going to be until we arrive at the city
Well, you've been traveling about 2 days. It'll probably be about 5-day travel.
in total?
Uh, you're on average it should take you about a week. So if anything good happens, maybe before then, maybe something after that. So it's been 2 days to travel at this point. And you've stopped a few places to rest and whatnot. There's only about 3 guards on this caravan. There's like 12 people, including the carriage
Oh,
driver.
wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's very small.
Yeah. It's not like a caravan of different people. It's one cart.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Okay. Over the course of the travels, would anyone have caught my eye? People that are here, besides the little girl and the mom or the genasi.
In the
Anyone that I might have talked to?
in the cart, no one seems to have caught your eye as suspicious. But roll me a D100.
Okay. 45.
45. No?
Okay. Right. I think. Give me one second. Check my spells. See if I've.
I would like you to make a wisdom save, please.
Wisdom save. Gotcha. Four.
Okay. Continue. A wave seems to rush and hit the cliffs along the right side of the carriage is traveling. And that happens as soon as lightning strikes. A heavy wind blows through the area.
Okay. So I think I've got a storm brewing.
Oh yeah, it is starting to get like the rain was just sprinkling, and now it's starting to pour.
Okay, identify my systems. Not really much I can do here. Is there anything that with the cart? I'm pretty sure it's decently rainproof, but are there any holes or anything I can try to patch up?
It's pretty well maintained because it's used as a transport for people. Usually, these transports travel with a few others, but it doesn't seem there was too many here, so they didn't want to like waste money on transporting multiple people. So they just stuffed everyone in one cart. These carts can hold comfortably maybe 13 people, and in the back right now you have about 12.
Okay, so there's a little bit of room.
Yeah, there's a little bit of room, but not like a lot. It's like sitting at a movie theater, kind of.
I'm going to open up the back flap again and say to one of the guards, excuse me, sir. Uh, with this weather, is it normally like this in this region?
He looks to you. No, usually it's pretty tame. Strangely enough, last few weeks, random storms have just seemed to brew up around Samaka and the villages surrounding it. Strangely, why? You're not from the area.
Uh, uh, Deception check. Not really. No.
You're gonna try to deceive him?
Uh, okay, my character, the place he left from, is that considered sort of the same area?
Borenton is like the major city in this area besides Bredy. Yes.
So they're kind of the same area. Okay.
Yeah. So Allard, you would even in this town you're coming up to, Borenton is still the duchy that presides over basically all of Allard.
Okay, so I would basically be deceiving him, saying no.
Yeah. So go ahead and make a deception check, please.
And it's charisma, correct?
Mm-hmm.
13.
13. Okay. So he looks to you. Doesn't seem to notice your deception to your knowledge. Anyways, keep that closed. We don't want any rain getting in there.
I'm going to nod my head and say, "Thank you," and close down the curtain.
So?
At a game, this just kind of not. I guess it might be considered metagaming. Desert area, lightning and rain. I'm thinking blue dragon possibly might be nearby, setting up a lair. Just a thought going out there. And
it's not. It has deserty kind of areas to it, but it is not like thinking about it. It's more like a Badlands kind of situation. It doesn't have like cracked stone floor, but it has like a lot of more vegetation than a desert would normally have. So it's like a vegetative desert with some rocky areas with desert like sand in it. But like the soil in most parts of the like eastern or northern parts of Allard are heavily desert, like desert sand.
So me thinking it's a blue dragon, that's incorrect.
It could be, but that's out of character knowledge.
Yeah, I'm just guessing. Cause I love dragons. But back into character. Okay. Weather. Okay.
I mean, if you have nothing to do, we can skip to a day of journey.
I would be down to do so. But quick question.
Sure.
While I was spending my time in, could you remind me of the city one more time? I gotta write this down in my notes.
It's in the place that it should be in. The place is a Fafnir. Places and buildings, Durath, Allard region.
Places and buildings.
It's in the threads. I literally added you here not but an hour ago.
You're talking about the town of Samaka, right?
Yes.
Oh no, I meant the region, my place my character came from, or
Borenton.
Borenton. Thank you, Borenton. Is there any type of customs or thing that is, I guess, part of Borenton that might make me stick out if I practice them here?
You don't know. You haven't been out of Borenton. These people seem a bit more forthright and like the people that like you've been traveling with You're not sure if they're from Borenton or whatnot, but the people that you've seen as you travel and pass by a few villages, and a few people have gotten off and on the carriage, they seem a bit more tightly knit. In Borenton, people, if you're not like family or whatnot, they don't give a shit about you. It's like if you're getting murdered in the street, they're like, it's his business. They keep walking.
Damn. Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, well, that's since the last lord was killed and Hank took over. Well, yeah, since he died, not killed. So and that was about like 5 years ago, you would think.
Yeah. So, and right now, my character is without a family to be a part of.
Yeah. So at the moment, you're like you haven't really talked much with the other people here, and you could see like some of them are like strangely looking at you because they don't know who you are or where you're going, as some of them have had conversations with each other, like there's like, I'm from this place, blah, blah. Like they're obviously conversing with each other, and every time like you look over as they're doing that, they kind of like start to get a little bit more hushed because you're kind of the odd man standing out. They don't know anything about you. You're kind of like the edgelord in the tavern.
Fair enough. Okay. Since we're skipping a day, is there any way I could like roll? Oh, go ahead.
Are we skipping a day?
There's not much I can think of except possibly trying to roll a, I guess, persuasion check to try and maybe warm up to the people. If not, I could possibly try and role play it out, whichever you would prefer.
Well, if you're how are you trying to cozy up with these motherfuckers?
Okay.
We don't have to roleplay. You could just say, like, my character is trying to do this by doing this.
I get you. I'm trying to figure out what would be the best way for my character to go about doing this. Okay, magic. I guess I would just try and strike up a conversation with possibly the one I could identify as like the leader, the one who speaks the most and kind of makes the shot calls. Try and talk with them.
Okay. Make me just a general persuasion check, I guess.
Persuasion, okay.
You see, like, this half-orcish man who seems to have, like, sailor tattoos and, like, sailor earrings on. He seems to have, like, this, Did you just roll in places and buildings?
No.
You did.
I didn't. You don't see anything. My bad. Do you want to still go the same roll? I got a 13.
Roll it in another channel.
Gotcha. I got a dirty 20.
So over the course of it, this orc with like these tattoos and the sailor garb starts to tell you he's from what town would he be from actually? Because he would be from here. He tells you he's from the Mithril Docks actually, and recently they've had an attack, blah blah blah, and he starts to go over some lore with you that's not really too important to your character at the moment. And you do manage to put on a face of cozying up with these people over the rest of the day. Roll me a D100.
Yes, sir. Would I be able to get this gentleman's name so I might call to him by name?
Yeah, Suri. S-U-R-I. Suri.
100.
Well, did you roll a D100 or did you roll 100?
I rolled a 100. Give me 1 second. Roll 1D.
If you get 100 now, that's going to be funny. 61.
A 61.
Alright.
And it's Suri.
Yeah. So as Suri, and I'll put a... his name is like Soriander Meoster, but you call him Suri. As you're talking to him, you can see that he actually does not have any tusks in his mouth. And after asking him a bit about it, it seems that he had them surgically removed. And after that, people have been treating him a bit better.
Okay.
Anyways, so as you guys bed down for the night, the fire crackles as you create camp. Make me a perception check.
All right. 16.
16, alright. The night goes by smoothly as you awaken and your next day of journey begins. Is there anything you would like to do on this day?
With Suri, as we're getting to the caravan, is there any way I can position myself to where I'm sitting next to him? I want to strike up a conversation with him, but I don't want to be cutting him off from the rest of the caravan.
Yeah, sure. He sits next to you as you Suri, and he sits down next to you. What is it, friend? What can I do for you? As the caravan begins going.
Might I ask what you plan on doing once we arrive?
Oh, that's easy. I got kind of separated from my group after the attack, and we kind of had a small deal where we would reconvene in Samaka should anything bad happen to one of us, two of us, and we get separated. You know, just sailors. Why? Why are you asking?
I'm just curious. I am currently in the look for employment, as well as potentially finding a place for lodging.
Well, if you're looking for a ship in Samaka, don't be afraid to ask. I think the captain's gone missing a few years ago, but first mate, let me look at his fucking name because I don't fucking remember. This is the DM talking, by the way.
Very similar sounding characters.
I know, right? Let's see. No, not the Dockmaster. I know I have him somewhere. Give me 1 second. This is like 3 years ago worth of shit, so I gotta go all the way back, man.
Oh wow, you have quite the lore built up.
Mm-hmm. Oh, first mate Delthor, who's kind of taken over a little bit. He's kind of been captain for a bit now since our Captain Behrman kind of got lost after leaving the ship in his hands for a bit. We have a ship called the Sailing Smith. Go around procuring resource and whatnot. If you're looking for a ride, we'd be happy to give you a ride somewhere if you need to get out of Samaka or whatnot. What business you got in Samaka, if you don't mind me asking?
Basically trying to start over in a way.
Ah, running from your problems. That's fine.
It's new. Everything is new about this, and I'm hoping I'm able to carry myself forward as long as I am needing to.
You'll be funny, smacks you on the back. You're a human. You're known for being adaptable.
I appreciate it, and I'm going to kind of rub my back where he struck me and say, and orcs for their strength.
Fork. Anyway, if you need anything else, let me know.
Will do. After that exchange, would I'm just gonna keep that. I'm gonna have this down in my notes. I don't think there's really much else. Is there anyone else of note who might stick out in the group that Suri is with? Anyone who I might potentially find interesting, or
well, you guys are all sitting down during this journey, so he's not getting up and having a glass of wine, mingling with people. But he's talking across the bench to a few people. He's talking to the Earth Genasi, who seems to be speaking back to him. The Earth Genasi is wearing now that you're actually looking around, is wearing some priest vestments and whatnot. You're not. Make me a religion check, actually.
Let's go. And that is once again intelligence, correct?
Yes.
I got a 9.
No idea what the religion would be, but because you're not sure, you're pretty sure that they're not from the north side of Durath. Probably south Durath. So probably a religion from down there, near the Jaggers region or something.
As we were speaking, would I be able to speak to the Genasi without cutting off anyone having a conversation?
You could find time in the day, yes.
All right. I would like to introduce myself. Uh, Hi. My name is Vokon. I would. I'm curious as to your garments. Um,
Yes.
where do, where are you from?
You see this female Earth Genasi with like these beautiful, like green, rocky skins, almost like emerald, but it almost looks kind of like rock that's painted green. And you can see like the splits in between the rocks themselves are this beautiful fall-like leaf colors, and they seem to shift and change across the body from what you can see. And they look towards you. Oh, my name is Sari, and I am from the southern regions of the Jaggers region, originally from Bretti, actually, though I found myself in Jaggerbret not too long ago. Um, these, and she pulls out her holy symbol, which seems to be of a tree, which its branches are pushed up without leaves, but in the very center of it, it almost comes to a hand, and you could just see like this ball of rock, and then it's seemingly like a sun-like icon that seems to be sticking up behind the rock. I am actually a frevolent follower of Atarla.
Could you spell that out for me?
Atarla, the Earth Mother. If you look in deities and faiths.
Carla, her mother. All right. I appreciate that.
Atarla is,
Okay.
if you didn't find it, it is. Let me find it here. Because it is. There's a lot of shit here. Atarla. It's the prime deity of nature, also known as an Earth Mother. Thought to be one of the 4 original prime deities created by the over deities that created the world, or shaped it.
Okay.
Why are you interested in her teachings?
I'm interested in your opinion on what she might believe.
About?
When someone is laid to rest and they pass on to the next life, once they are no longer within their own body, what is to be done with their remains? I know people.
One second here. I'm just adding Surrey to the NPCs list here.
Gotcha.
Previous navigator under Bemin removed his tusks and is now traveling back to Samaska after being separated in the attack at the Mithril docks. Continue.
What does your goddess believe that should be done? What should be done with a body once the person has passed on to the next life?
She thinks for a second. You're asking if I get the essence that you're asking about necromancy. Is that true?
That could be one of the things.
She believes the power of necromancy was bestowed to mortals as a gift originally, to bring those that they loved back in semblance, to regain, or should I say, increase morale. They believe, Atarla believes that it was a gift to mortals that was corrupted by many and taken for granted, and such a gift, corrupted as it is, has fallen far from the ancient practices, the ancient gift that it once was, its power long darkened and changed.
It's interesting.
The current necromancy, we are taught that it is better to... There are some strange pieces of Atarla worshippers. Some sects believe it is necessary to burn or decompose the bodies to prevent such necromancy. Others believe that the body must remain in a pure state, as it is buried. It is up to the sect, you ask, if we believe in the true teachings of Atarla, the prime deity, though she may be not here with us anymore. Her fervent words that have echoed through time itself are one her wishes are long forgotten. Though it is my belief that necromancy, though corrupted, if used for good, necromancy is weird. If used for good, you still sully the body, because once... We have to get into the specifics of necromancy. Necromancy does not inherently bring the soul of the individual back, but the body, even if you were to keep their personality intact. There are few items that can do such a thing as capture the soul of a dead and bring it back to the body. If we're talking about such as the Great Lich Horrocles, who uses legions of undeads as slaughter and military might, Atarla despises that. Or so I believe.
So, her belief is the undead shouldn't be used for, I guess, his form of warmongering, correct?
Warmongering, or other means. The dead have paid their toll, is what she believes. And to mingle with, how do I say? To mingle with the dead and to debase them is a sin in itself. Though my goddess is not one sinless herself.
So, if one were to do, I guess in this case, a wrong to do a right, I guess it would just be up for each person's own interpretation.
It would depend on who is doing the deed and who is watching, and who is there to judge.
I appreciate your insight on this.
Of course. Anyways, as I was saying, Suri, there was this big, meaty Goliath back in... And she starts talking to Suri again.
Oh, that could go so many different ways.
Her conversation kind of goes to, like, he almost made me abandon the cloth kind of shit. But
oh, shit.
She's heavily blushing. Anyways, because technically, Atarla is one of the patron deities of marriage.
Oh, shit.
The other is Soon, because they are technically the two deities. Soon and Atarla are married. Matrimony, that's the word. Anyways, so as the second day concludes, make me a D100 roll.
Not a single 100, correct?
Not a single 100. Basilius, what do you think about this session so far?
So, I get the feeling that he just accidentally raised someone without meaning to, so that's really funny.
No, he didn't.
Oh. I was gonna say, like, I was talking about necromancer. That gets her going. I'm scared.
I thought, okay.
Roll for
I
King.
thought that subject was about more, but it's cool. It's cool.
I got an 8.
Don't worry, I rolled for Kink. There's nothing about that.
Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God.
There it is. 8? Okay.
Yes, sir.
So, as the storm persists through this second day, which is strange, getting more and more violent, around the end of the second day, as you guys are about to start setting up camp, as you're looking for a place to set up camp, a strike of lightning hits the seaside cliff, and the cart, you watch as the front camel goes flying off the cliff because it has created this large hole, and you see the guard at the front immediately cuts the camel's reins as the cart leans just a little bit forward and doesn't fall off the cliff.
Oh,
Like, it completely landslides the road down into the ocean.
Poor guy, man. Okay.
You just hear...
Uh,
sploosh.
That just wrong place, wrong
Like,
time.
you step out and
Oh,
look,
God.
and you look over, and this cliff is about 90 to 110 feet tall.
I'll look over, but the first scene of gore, I'm going
Oh,
to
no gore.
turn away.
No gore.
Oh, thank God.
It's a deep
It's just
ocean.
gone. Oh, okay, so he's just gone. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, at least the sharks are getting something.
Oh,
from
you
the
do
crab,
see,
but-
like, a few, like, fish and other sea life as lightning strikes are illuminated, and they just are swarming around a certain place.
That's fair. I'm going to turn to the gentleman who cut the lines, and I'm going to say, that was some very quick thinking.
Well, it was either the camel or yourselves, and I'm looking to make money. A camel can be bought by the people who own this stupid caravan. Anyways, we bed down for the night. We'll find out which camel's pulling in the morning. Find yourselves to camp. And he seems to, like, take out a small, like, he seems to take the other two guards, and they start to pull the, cart back a bit. As you begin to bed down for the night. And camp is set up. Roll me a D6.
Okay. I got a 4.
4. Roll me a perception check with disadvantage as you sleep.
I got a 6.
6. Okay. The guards. Nope. Alright. You awaken well rested in the morning. Actually, let me roll a D100 here. Yeah, no. You awaken well rested in the morning. As you do, you step out of your campsite, and you just see, as the rain pours and mud cakes up, the campfire's out. A few of the tents are destroyed, and there are slash marks. Blood covers a large portion of the camp. And you see drag marks headed off east. You see 3 dead guards.
God. Oh my God. Okay. I would like to make a perception check to try and see if I can find anyone still here alive.
Okay. Yeah, as you push through a few of the tents, make me an investigation check. It would be.
God. I got a 15.
15. You do find the half-orc Suri as he lays in his tent, near dead. You can see that his throat has been slit and there's just blood bubbling up from it at the moment. He seems like he's about to die.
Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. Let me think. Can I make a medicine check? I want to try and, can I use, would the flame from prestidigitation be enough to try and, sear the wound close?
You can try. Flash Seer? Sure. Go ahead and make a medicine check.
Okay.
As you know, this would be more of a spellcasting check.
Okay.
Yeah.
Come on, dirty 20, let's go!
Alright. You manage to, like, put your finger down and just, like, you point with your pointer finger and this flash flame just pushes through his throat and does manage to sear the throat back closed. As you hold the cords for a second and sear it even further, you manage to bring his throat back to clear, but he does seem to be, like, breathing heavily, and his wounds, though fixed, will take some time for him to come back to consciousness.
Is he stable, from what I can tell?
Make a medicine check.
Fuck, okay. And what do I roll for that?
Medicine
Is
check.
it wisdom?
I mean, do you not have it pulled up?
No, let me look that up real quick.
I'm gonna be real with you. I rolled to see if you noticed anything. They rolled an 8. on stealth.
Oh, okay. Damn.
It's wisdom, yes.
Wisdom. Okay, thank you.
And the guards rolled a 7.
Oh guys, god damn it. Well, that's how the cookie crumbles. Okay. Um. Damn. Fuck. Where's the camel now? Everyone. Okay. I'm not proficient with it, so.
You rolled a
just give
fucking
me
8,
one
man. You rolled an 8. I rolled
Oh.
100 in secret for the night, and
I
I
could-
rolled a 23.
I got an 11.
11. You're unsure, but they seem fine for now.
Okay. I'm going to. I'm gonna take off my robe. I'm gonna ball it around like into a ball. I want to set his head on it so that his head is upright. And then I'm also going to. Can I? Would it require another medicine check to try and like see if he has any visible wounds on his body to try? Because I want to try and like
Well,
staunch it up as much as I
mean,
can.
like, he's just in underwear at the moment, and it looks like he
Okay,
wasn't
so then,
even
yeah.
awake when he got his throat slit. That's the only, like, you can see other previous scars and whatnot, but he just has a giant slit on his wound. Well, on his throat.
Okay. Alright, investigation. Gotcha. Give me 1 second. Man.
I gotta go in an hour,
Okay.
man, so we gotta hurry this up.
No, you're good. I'm sorry. Okay. So as that happens, would I be able to try and find if anyone else is still, anyone else besides Serene is still here? Suri.
As you look around the campsite, make me one more investigation check.
Okay. Okay. 15.
15. Doesn't seem anyone else here is alive. The 3 guards, 2 of them have their throat slit similar to Suri, but the third one seems to have like a large spear ran through him. And he's just like, he's not even standing, he's propped up with his knees on the ground as the spear seemed to stab through him from the back.
Okay.
It seems whoever did this ambushed the guards. And
Hit them
then
first.
went along. As you look through the tents, Make me just, with that investigation check, all the men in the carriage are, any man that was like, didn't look strong is killed, aside from Suri, who they thought probably might be a threat. Everyone else that was strong of body or was female is not here.
So sorry would not be here either.
Nope.
Fuck. Okay. Would I be able to try and follow the tracks to see where they lead to? Is there a way I can try and track them down?
As you follow the drag marks out of town, you do see what seems to be hoof prints from camels that continue to lead eastward.
Can I grab one of the camels and start riding in that
As
direction?
you do look around, the 2 camels are, well, there is 1 camel that seems to be walking back into camp as you look at these tracks. The other one seems to have been taken.
Gotcha. Would I be able to, just before I head on out, would I be able to check the guards to see if they have anything useful? I'm not trying to take any gold or anything like that, just like any type of tools that might be able to use.
So 2 of them have leather armor that's really damaged. Well, actually, no. 2 of them, which were wearing kind of leathers and silks, those were stolen. Their scimitars stolen. Anything on those 2 were stolen. Make me an investigation check for the third one.
Okay.
This third one seemed to be less of a guard for the caravan. It was the one that cut the leathers as the camel fell. He seems to be more of like someone who was hired to guard it as like an adventurer or a mercenary, by the way.
I got a 19.
He's wearing like near full plate, so like about half plate. I would say it's full plate actually, just without the helmet. That seems to be banged up a bit and like, or he wasn't wearing one, and you could see like it's heavily pierced through, but it could probably be repaired if given some time. He's wearing a strange like frock coat on top of it that's been pierced through, as well as you can, if you just loot around, you can find the errant like 10 silver that's been left behind, because definitely this place has been looted. 3 daggers.
All right, I'll take the daggers, but I'm gonna leave the coins in his on him.
I will say that you do see, like, as he, in one of his hands, like, his hand is, like, nearing the ground, and you can see, like, uncurled in his hand, a potion of healing he was going to take before he got ran through by the fucking spear.
I'm going to turn
Partially
to.
spelled.
Oh, would it be enough to get a
Oh yeah, it would
full?
be enough to take the. It's not. It's like partially spilled, like a few drops have poured out.
Okay.
But it seems maybe
I'm
in his
going,
death throes he pushed it closed.
I'm going to grab it, cork it. I'm gonna put it in my bag. I'm gonna say to him, "Thank you for your help."
Add a potion of
And
superior healing to your inventory.
oh, superior healing. Oh shit.
This like
Okay.
beautiful small dongle of a bottle that seems to go up, and the round bottom of it seems to have this filter like small test tube vial that goes up about a good like 3 inches, and then just corked with this beautiful kind of like animal tusk that's wrapped in leather cord.
Okay.
Has some thrills in the bottle.
Okay. I think that's all I can really get. I'm gonna turn to the people that are dead, and I'm just going to say, I will come back and I will give you a proper burial. I promise. But I have.
Lightning strikes and rain is just sloshing all over the camp.
Oh shit. Just double checking. I want to leave Sri in a place where he's not gonna get drowned by the. Oh, the cart's still here, or is it gone?
The cart is gone.
Fuck. All right. I want to set Suri basically just in a place where he's gonna be out of the rain, like maybe underneath a tree, a fallen log, some type of debris, so that he's not getting rained on, but also where he's not gonna be, his head's not gonna be on the ground, so that in case there's like a mudslide or something, it doesn't swallow him up.
You do so, and you see his like eyes open for a second before he falls back to unconsciousness.
I will be back for you, I promise. And I want to hop on the camel.
You have a healing potion.
Oh shit! My dumb.
I mean,
okay, I want to give it to.
I'm just saying, this is an option. You give him the healing potion, or you can go by yourself somewhere, and you can keep the healing potion for yourself. Up to you. However your character would do.
No. I totally forgot about it. No, thank you for bringing that up. I want to immediately grab that and I want to pass it to him.
Okay. Well, you can't. He can't take it while he's unconscious.
Fuck. Can I try and jostle him awake?
Maybe,
I want to wake him up and not hurt him.
maybe a persuasion check.
Persuasion. Suri, I need you awake. You just need to open your eyes. You just need to drink this, please.
I mean, you can always force feed him the potion.
I want to try and get him to drink it. If I need to, I will shove it down his throat.
Okay.
I got an 8. Fuck.
Not waking up.
Alright, I'm going to stick my fingers in his mouth, open up his teeth. I'm just going to uncork it, toss it in there, and I'm going to try, I guess, massage his throat so that it goes down, like this Adam's apple.
Yeah. You watch as the throat slit begins to immediately heal up. As any wounds on his body, not scars, begin to heal up as well. That you, like tiny cuts and whatnot, from being dragged across the ground. And eventually his eyes do flutter open. What the fuck?
Oh,
What? And he sits up and he hits himself on the log.
Yeah.
Yep,
Sorry.
the log hits him.
Sorry, just real quick.
Give me a second, I need to check commoner health.
Oh, good lord.
No, I'm just fucking with you. Suri has like 20 HP.
Oh, thank God. Oh my God. I was like worried. He's just gonna kill himself.
He took 6 from the log.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm just fucking with you. It's not damaging enough to kill him. But so like he takes 6, but it's just non-negotiable.
Okay,
he said,
that's fair.
Fuck.
Sorry. We were ambushed.
I'm sorry, I can't remember your name. What's your wait? Ambushed.
We were ambushed. All the women were taken. The guards were killed. The camels were gone. We only have one left. We have to go and save the remaining people of the caravan. Would you be able to give me a hand with this? Or if you do not want to go, you don't have to. I'm
As
asking
you're like stammering, he like takes his hand, puts it on your shoulder, and stands up. I have two hands for a reason, my friend. Where are we going, and why am I naked? You see, like, his underwear at this point has ripped off because you were dragging him through a fucking rocky area.
I'm going to immediately look up towards the crown of his hair so as to not accidentally look down, and I'm going to kind of grab, like, kind of reach for the my cloak that I had. I'm going to pass it to him, still trying to keep eye contact on the hairline because I'm not trying to look down there and see any of that.
Thank you. Anyways, first let's assess the situation. What weapons do we have? What items can we use? Because look at me, I have nothing.
We have some daggers. These gentlemen have armor.
Armor. Good. Ooh, that doesn't look like a. Oh, he's dead. Okay. Sorry about this. And you see him like take the spear and just like hold the head of the guard and just pulls the spear out and just you watch as he like just pushes the guard over as ping, 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 he hits the ground. They're dead. What are they gonna fucking do? We need what they. And he puts the spear back in the ground and begins to take off the plate mail from the other guard.
I understand. Just try not to. Please, just try not to damage the body.
Why?
It's just, I guess trying to be polite.
Polite to a dead man? I'm never gonna understand humans. And he just like starts to take the armor off. He's definitely not being like he's jostling the body. You see like the head of the body is like bouncing. The arms are like just against the ground, all covered in mud. As he like takes the armor off, he just doesn't even catch the body. He just unhooks it and just into the mud. All right, and he starts to fasten it to himself.
During this entire ordeal, you're gonna see you're gonna see my character like visually like cringing and like turning away to not really watch. Volkan is just
like as he's like bouncing up and down, you can see like the blood that's congealed just starting to.
Yeah, he's not one to see any of this, and he's like, I
believe you said you were a mage, right? That's. He clicks his armor closed.
Yes.
What can you do?
I am.
What can you do?
I am not one for trying to harm others. I mainly have things to assist us.
That's fun.
So I am not really much use in a fight, unfortunately, but I can find ways around a fight if given the chance.
That's completely fine. All right. Where are we headed? Who are we fighting?
We don't know the answer to either of those, but we have a camel, we have some tracks, and we're just gonna go in that direction.
Okay. Do you know how to drive a camel? You do not.
I'm going to
Unless
reach
you
my
have
hand
land
over.
vehicles proficiency.
Oh, I was gonna try to make an animal handling check to try and see if I can try to ride the animal. But if I do not, then I guess we will hoof it.
So as you're like thinking you don't know how to drive land vehicles, go ahead and make me an animal handling check as you begin to reach over towards the camel to try and see if they allow you to ride it.
And that would be wisdom, correct?
I believe so.
Okay. +2. Nat 1.
So as you go to reach over towards the camel, it looks towards you. Bites your hand, doesn't do damage.
Ah, you... Oh.
Suri looks over to you and says, I've got this. Stands up to the camel, puts the spear in the ground and stares at it. And you see his face go from like a smile to a frown. He goes, you will let us ride you, or you will be tonight's dinner. Natural 19.
Holy
that is
shit.
like a 25.
Holy shit, intimidation, let's go!
You see the camel lifts its tail and a bit of shit falls out, and it bends down for you two to climb on.
Okay. I'm going to, I'm assuming I'm on the opposite side of the hump whenever I'm right there.
Yeah, you're on the back of the camel as he climbs on the front.
Alright.
He grabs his,
I'm going to, he's riding this thing one-handed?
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit! Both of my arms are wrapped around the hump, and my legs are kind of squeezing the side of the camel to try and keep from falling off.
All
right. I'm ready to go when you are.
Then we go, and he whips the like rope, and the camel begins to run as like you're like holding onto the hump. Your legs are coming off, flying in the distance, And that's where we end the session.
Sorry,